Logan here, and today I'll review for you set number 75183, Darth Vader Transformation. Now, I never reviewed a Star Wars set on this channel before because, I'm not really a fan of Star Wars itself, and it's hard to buy these sets and really understand what is happening if you're not really a fan. I mean, I'm not saying I haven't watched any of the movies at all, but I can't really relate and understand why these things happen in the movie, or I just don't know when these scenes take place, and so I can't really give an exact opinion on how accurate it is to the actual scene in the movie. But as a Lego fan, I do really like the set. And yes, I did get long time back. I did get a set that had Darth Vader in it a really long time ago, and it's really nice to get an updated version of him and like a really accurate version of him, because the old one was just the helmet they kind of squished on the top and it didn't look right. So as far as the set itself goes, without any of the minifigures, this is supposed to be where Anakin transforms into Darth Vader. And the scene is very interesting if you actually pull it off right, if you pull the function off right. But basically the build itself was very repetitive, and it's kind of like a necessary thing because it's just supposed to show a mini scene. There's nothing else going on. You do get this built droid also that you have to build. A very nice use of pieces there. Never really thought of it in that way before. And there's just a lot of loose pieces and just like a lot of functions. So to start off with, just like the simple ones, the two kind of knobs over here on the side are supposed to knock these two things over. So if you push this whole thing falls off. That's really cool. But I know it's just, you just flip it and that's it. It just pops off. There's nothing too interesting about it. And then over here, the same thing. You just pop it off and the whole thing just pops off. But the thing is, this build is more interesting than this one, because this one is just a lightsaber holder. It's not supposed to be that interesting. But what really doesn't fit is because since this piece was made like a long time ago, it still doesn't fit properly. I don't know why that happens, but like if you try to flip over the set or just even shake it like that a little bit, it can easily fall off. It's not falling off now, but you can see it just doesn't like stay on very strong, and it's just very loose and can pop off really easily. I guess if you do this, the whole thing can this can come apart separately to give it more of an effect. But basically this is just a lightsaber stand, and it's made just for the lightsabers and this bot. And then over here, you just get a bunch of tools that you don't really see very often. And there's like a wrench, kind of a fuel thing, a drill. There's just all sorts of things. Whenever they make these type of pieces, it just doesn't look like an actual Lego piece, so I'm not really a fan of these type of pieces. But I guess it's kind of fun to get just different tools to just make a little play scene. And since you can put all of them, they did include like 3 extras. One is like a screwdriver, and then one is a wrench over here. And then the third one, I don't really know what it is. I know it's for a car, but that's what you get. And then as far as this goes, this is where it's all, that's the whole point of the set. And what you're supposed to do is basically, you start off as Anakin, and then you're supposed to really quickly flip it like that, but I can't really do that. You can just do it like that, just to show that he's put in his suit on. And to finish it off, you put the helmet over here, and then you just put this on, and you might need a little help, but you just fit it on there, and it's really a perfect fit. It's very satisfying when you actually get to place it and you get the whole function or play feature right, and it just looks really amazing. But yeah, to do the whole play feature, you just do it like this really quickly, and then put the mask over here, and you just put it and place it right there, all snug and fit. And also now we're just gonna go to the minifigures, because there's those are all the functions of the set itself, and this is just the whole thing. And the minifigures are very interesting. you know, if people just want to get it for Darth Vader, it's also very worth it. It's only $25. It's not really overpriced or anything. But this is the damaged Anakin Skywalker after his battle with Obi-Wan Kenobi, is what I know. And this is his damaged face, and like his battle with it when he, I think, got melted in lava, I guess. Um, and that's the aftermath. And that's really cool. All the printing and all the design over there on the torso. You kind of get a chrome feel on his legs, but that's really cool. And just the damaged look overall is very nice. And you just get like one skin tone arm, and then also just a normal suit, part of his suit that wasn't burned off. And the sad thing is, there's nothing really special about the faces, as they are the exact same thing. I don't think it's double-sided. It's the same thing, basically. If you see, it's literally the same face. They could have made a different one, but I mean, you do get a new updated Darth Vader, so I don't think that really matters. But this is where the set really shines, because, you know, this is the cheapest way to get Darth Vader, and his helmet is done very well. And obviously they couldn't make it into 3 pieces, because this is the first piece, and then this also comes separately in the movie, but obviously that wouldn't even be stable in the first place, so this is just as fine. And then his suit, from what I can tell, the old version, from what I remember, is that it's the exact same on the front. There's nothing really, not too big of a change. But again, the cape has been changed to the softer fabric, which is very nice. There's no back printing whatsoever, but that's totally fine. I don't think he has any back printing in the movie or the actual character itself. But yeah, the mask is very nice. And then the last one is Professor Palpatine, or Emperor Palpatine. I don't know why I said professor. And from what I remember, I don't think there's any lightsabers that are gold in the movie or in the whole Star Wars franchise. Correct me if I'm wrong, because again, I don't really know anything about Star Wars. But yes, the stands, or both their lightsabers do come, and then you can place them over here, or you can take it off and then also place it in their arms, or on their arm. And then over here you do get a little bit of printing for him, and he does have a double-sided face, and one is like angry, and then one is kind of determined angry, something like that, something along the lines of that. And then he does not have back printing either, but that's again totally fine, because all the minifigures and the whole set is very nice, and the function. And then yes, this bot, there's nothing really special, but the building techniques and everything is very nice also. And again, the transformation table kind of thing isn't very unique, because it's just I think grill bricks, I guess, those kind of slanted bricks. Don't know what they're called, the bricks with the lines on them. But yeah, they just put it like that and then leave it like that. There's not too much detail. The whole kind of play scene kind of thing isn't too detailed. It's just a repetitive kind of build. And just the play feature is the really cool thing about this, and the minifigure, the new updated Darth Vader minifigure is really cool. So this is a very late review, but I just felt like getting it because I still couldn't, as of now, find the Spider-Man Homecoming set, which is very disappointing, because I really was looking forward to reviewing that for you guys, but I still couldn't find it. But other than that, thank you for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe.